From Naveen Chomal as well, lawyer who's joining us on the panel. In fact, just coming to you, Siddharth, in a moment. Naveen Chomal, now begins the investigation process. What really would you be looking at, from an investigator's perspective, in what all they would be able to do? Is it possible, in fact, as one of the other lawyers on our panel was telling us a few moments earlier, that he would be possibly confronted with all the evidence that the investigators have been able to gather thus far to get his version on that?
Exactly. What the police is supposed to investigate in this matter is they will have to go by the statements of the victims about the period during which they alleged to have been raped by that particular person, the accused person. And they have to confront Mr. Prajwal Revanna about the allegations. And if Prajwal Revanna can somehow establish to the police that during those periods, probably he was not in Bangalore, or he was somewhere else, or he was busy in certain programs and meetings in the public functions where it was impossible for him to be at the particular spot where he's been alleged to have committed the crime. So police will have to cross-check both the things and then build the case accordingly. So police is going to have a very tough task, especially because in most of the cases, victims also should be given the benefit of not being able to tell the exact date and time. So they may tell the periods maybe around 6 months back, around that period. So it may be a fluctuation of few days here and there. So it will be difficult for the police to exactly estimate when exactly the crime must have occurred and then to seek the explanation from the accused person. Of course, whatever...
We'll have to see how the investigators are able to take the case forward. Certainly a very important moment that we have in fact covered. I'd like to thank all our reporters for joining us live, who've worked late into the night. Deepak as well as Imran from Bengaluru. My colleague Siddharth Talia, of course, who's been continuously in fact presenting and anchoring, as well as of course lawyer Naveen Chomal for joining us this evening. With that, it's a wrap on our rolling coverage of Prajwal Revanna's landing and touchdown and his detention here in India. All eyes on what happens as far as the legal process is concerned. In fact, later today, not even tomorrow, later today, given that it's 2:11 in the morning. Thanks so much for joining us.